Shalom. Call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahat Kodash. Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahweh Shai, Bakta Rahat Kodash, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahat Kodash. Shalom and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders in the Akim and the Akwath for the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just want to go into a quick video entitled, "It's not the replacement of humanity, but management." AKA rulership. Those that's ruling the earth right now, that's running the earth into the ground, right? Destroying the earth. So, Salaki, bear with me. I'm recovering from a pretty heavy little head cold that I've been dealing with the last 4 or 5 days. But I just been wanting to make another video. Lord willing, this video is successful and edifying. I was looking at this quick article right here. I'll put this article in the description or the comment section down below in the on the video. But right here it says the replacement of humanity has been planned for thousands of years. Well, it's not replacement of humanity, because the Most High, He's made us. We're made from the earth, right? We're clay vessels, and AI robots, that's been made by mankind. So that which mankind has made is not going to replace that which the Most High made, which is humanity. It's just that the rulership that's currently destroying the earth is going to be replaced by a profitable rulership of the Most High Yahweh's right arm, who is the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, of the Israelites. And the top nation on the earth are the Israelites, the chosen nation. So that's the replacement of Esau Edom, and the installation of Yahweh Shai and the Israelites ruling mankind for eternity in the kingdom of heaven. So we'll start. Let's get that real quick. In Proverbs 29 and chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Because that's what's going on right now. And everyone is being destroyed underneath the oppression of the current rulership that needs to be replaced, not mankind, because they're being led by Satan and not by the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. So we'll look at some of these bullet points, and it's pretty comical, because Esau, he loves to elevate himself whenever he does something quote unquote great, right? But then as soon as things fall apart and begin to deteriorate, now he calls it mankind's fall. He puts the blame on mankind when things are going bad, but when things are going well, he likes to put himself at the forefront, right? The ultimate hypocrite. So right here it says the transition from human cognition to machine cognition. So that's what this podcast, whatever, right here is going into. At different points, it has the bullet points of the time that they'll be talking about these particular topics. And it says turning sand into intelligent machines. The evolution of computers and their impact on society. As we know, AI, when you call in the customer service, you barely can get to a customer service representative, a human representative, right? Because you get screened very heavily by the AI, the AI bot that you just talk to mainly, right? So from that low-level AI to the AI that we haven't seen, that's militarized, that's probably going to be pretty mind-blowing, because of the amounts of the hundreds of billions of dollars, possibly trillions of dollars possibly trillions of dollars that they've spent in cultivating this artificial intelligence and militarizing it and weaponizing it And I made a video about the owner, the quote unquote godfather of artificial intelligence. He quit Google because he's afraid of the end result of this artificial intelligence and the rapid improvement and the rapid upgrading that this AI is doing. And he said that they'll be able to create a code to get away from the code of control that the humans have put over the AI. But this is all going into another added layer and wrinkle to the worst times in the history of mankind, Daniel 12:1. So it is yet to be seen what role the artificial intelligence will be playing in these last days, but best believe it's going to be some robotics going on, in the streets that they've created, that they're going to set loose. So we'll see what's going to happen, with these robots. But the Most High is not going to allow robots to overcome mankind and then rule the earth. That's not the way the Most High has created this earth. He created the earth for his only begotten Son, Yahushua, and his joint rulers, his body, the 1/3 elect of Israel, the Israelites. So it says AI, depopulation, and the end of humanity. It's not the end of humanity, it's the end of heathen rulership in the timeline of earth right now. And now we're about to enter into the timeline of the kingdom of heaven for eternity after this. So it says the impending extermination of humanity by machines. Now, once again, that's not going to be an extermination of humanity. The machines are not going to rise up and take out mankind, because the Most High will not allow that to happen, because there's not one biblical scripture where machines is going to rule the earth for, that's pure madness. The Most High is going to use this AI, if anything, to turn it on Esau and be a part of the plagues and judgments leading up into the return of the Messiah. That's it. So let's go ahead and grab some precepts. So we'll go to Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So, yeah, they said, what did this title say? The replacement of humanity has been planned for thousands of years. Well, the replacement of Esau Edom has been planned from thousands of years, in the Holy Scriptures by the Most High. So let's see, Romans 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope. Because if you didn't understand the Holy Scriptures, Salaki, if you didn't understand the Holy Scriptures and you see all of the madness that they're saying about robots overtaking mankind, you will be very distraught, and very upset and concerned and terrified, about some of these things you're hearing. But the comfort of the Scriptures that was written thousands of years ago is our comfort. And we know without a shadow of a doubt that the Most High will not allow us to go out like that, because that's not the script that the Most High has. It's for the Israelites to rule and for Esau to go down because of his wickedness of under Satan. So from here we'll go to John chapter 16 and verse 8. And when he has come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness, and of judgment. So that's the Holy Spirit. And when you read up a few verses, verse 7 speaks about the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit from Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. So verse 9, of sin because they believe not on me. See, having a lack of faith and not believing is sin. So because faith is what's going to justify you, first and foremost, to be able to be blessed with salvation. Verse 10, of righteousness because I go to my Father and ye see me no more. So everything must play out now. The Messiah must return and stand at the right hand, sit on the right hand side of the Almighty, and let everything play out. That's now in the very last stages, in the very end times right now. That's about to the great climax of the end and the return of the Messiah. And verse 11, of judgment because the prince of this world is judged. See, the prince of darkness, Esau Edom, is the prince of this world, and that's talking about Satan and who's pushing, who's working is after the coming of Satan. That's the so-called white race, the Edomites. They're the prince of this world because Job 9:24 says what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they're the prince of this world right now, and they're being judged, right now. And that's all that's going on. That's not the end of mankind. That's the end of the prince of this world, which are the Edomites. Because wickedness, it's just horrific how society has fallen, and it's all happened under the management and watch of the so-called white race. So from there we'll go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So mankind is not going to be exterminated, but the heathen rulership of the Edomites, of Esau Edom, the so-called white race, is going to end according to biblical scripture. And Jacob is going to be the beginning that followeth. And who is Jacob? His name was changed to what? Israel. He is the prince of the power, and those are the 12 tribes of Israel, the Israelites. So the kingdom of heaven is going to follow the end of Esau's rulership. In verse 10, the hand of man is betwixt, means between the heel and the head. Other question, Esdras, asked thou not. So the hand of man, meaning the fate of mankind, is between the heel of Esau and the hand of Jacob. So whoever's in rulership out of the so-called white race and the so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, the Israelites, all the heathen nations, their reality is reflected upon who's ruling out of the so-called white race, the Edomites, and then the Israelites. And that's why the earth mourn when the wicked are in rule, because everyone is in mourning right now, right? And then everyone will rejoice when the Israelites are in power, because the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments will be installed throughout the earth, and righteousness will flourish, and then people can finally live in a structured, ordered, decent society. All right, from there we'll go to Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So how did the so-called white race get rulership of the whole earth and over here in America? Babylon the Great, through unrighteous dealings, breaking all of those peace treaties with the natives, the injuries, the murdering, the enslavement, and the riches that they stole. Now that they've gotten it all, they're going to throw it back up, because they swallowed down all of those riches, and now they're going to vomit it back up, according to the book of Job. and it's going to get translated back to the Israelites. That's going to rise up and rule the earth in the name of Yahushai, under Yahushai, and ultimately under the Most High power of Yahweh, who oversees everything. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 5. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai of hosts. Though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So even though we sinned in the Holy Land, the Most High kicked us out, for our wickedness. That's why we're suffering the curses right now. But the Most High, He did not forsake us, but He's chastening us and punishing us only for a season. So we won't be destroyed like, the heathen, beginning with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. And real quick, Isaiah 14 and verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob, the Israelites, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. See, why we need to be set in our own land? Because we will be scattered throughout the four corners because we sinned against the Most High. He kicked us out for a season, but He's going to have mercy upon us at the end. He will choose us in the end. And He's going to bring us back into the land of Israel. And we're not going to set ourselves back in our own land. The Most High is going to do it. That's why you know that the people over there with the little hats are not the people, because they set themselves back over there. They set themselves in that land when that does not line up with the biblical prophecies. The Most High is going to set the Israelites back into the homeland. Slacky. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So the heathen and the Gentiles, they're going to be rounded up, and they're going to be taken and put into their slave quarters to build up our nation and serve slavery the way because and it goes into that in verse 2, but just for time's sake, I won't go into all of that. But they will have to return the recompense upon their own head that they did to us. So that's just righteous. That's righteous and that's just. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Slocky, man. Verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So, Babylon, this is Babylon the Great, America. So, we don't flee out physically, we flee spiritually and mentally, because we're separating ourselves from the partaking of the sins of this place. We're no longer living as Americans, and no longer living as blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians. We're not living like that anymore, which carries a wicked vibration. We came back into our commonwealth of Israel, being Israelites, and we are keeping the commandments of the Most High to the best of our ability, having the faith in the Most High and Yahushai, the Most High Yahweh and Yahushai. Because the Most High is about to judge this place, something very horrific, which is righteous and just. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand. You see, everyone used to flee towards Babylon, towards America, for quote unquote the land of the free, home of the brave, right? The land of opportunity. But not anymore. That was that brainwashing that they had. They believed. Verse 7 again from the top. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. See, that wine goes into philosophies. He said, come over here and make all this money and find a better place, a better lifestyle, you know? And everyone believed it, but it was all lies. And now that they are wakening up to the fact that they're the devil and that they've been lied to, and that these riches are tainted and are deteriorating, now they're mad. But they must suffer the judgments too, because they've been destroying the Israelites as well, right there with Babylon. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. And that goes into, I believe it was in Luke, I think. I seen Satan fall from heaven as lightning. So, you know, this place is rapidly deteriorating, and everyone can finally see that this place is falling. It's painfully obvious now, but, you know, the prophets and elders and teachers and the sincere, hopeful elect have been noticing this for, you know, a long time before it's obvious. So it says, verse 8 again from the top, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. This economy won't heal. This society won't heal. It's always been immoral, but now the only thing that was keeping it together was its false money. And now that the money system is falling and breaking, everybody about to officially be overtaken by all of these wicked philosophies and immoral principles and foundations that they have. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. Now all these other heathen nations want to go ahead and flee back to their own countries after they've milked this place for everything they could. For her judgment reacheth into heaven, and is lifted up into the skies. Verse 10, the Lord Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, our power. So that goes into the Most High awakening us back into the truth, and we're declaring the Most High's right. We're declaring our righteousness, which is of the Most High's covenant that He made with us, and the commandments the Most High gave us. So we're going to declare the work of the Most High power Yahweh. And verse 11, make bright the arrows, gather the sheep. Salaki, let me go ahead and go real quick to Psalms 85 and verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. So that's what's going on. We're declaring the Most High. We're declaring the righteousness of the Most High, and declaring it in Zion, the hopeful elect in this great calling and great awakening back into the truth. So going back to verse 11, make bright the arrows, those going into those thermonuclear missiles. Gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. And then when you know who the ancient landmass of the Medes is, the landmass occupied today by the Russians. They're the modern day Medes. The ancient Medes took down the ancient Babylonians. And same thing, there's nothing new under the sun. The modern day Medes, the Russians, are going to take down the modern day Babylonians, which are the Americans. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it. See, those arrows that lets you know right there, those arrows is not talking about the plain ancient bow and arrow. That's talking about some modern arrows. That's a device. You know, German scientists created these nuclear missiles. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the vengeance of his temple. So the Most High is about to completely, utterly annihilate Babylon the Great for their wickedness. So mankind is not going to be destroyed forever. It's just going to be it's not going to be overrun by machines. The madness, the Hollywood vibration that these dumb Edomites, like to push, is only the artificial intelligence is merely a a side, is merely a added layer and added wrinkle of the plagues of the end times. So these machines going to probably wreak havoc in these days as well. Not sure how it's going to happen, but just in the spirit and hearing about, the artificial intelligence creator, George Hinton, and talking about, how he's afraid of this AI and this rapid development. We'll see in the coming days, coming in the coming weeks, and the coming months and years. How the AI is going to affect mankind, and chiefly the Edomites, the so-called white race. But depending on, I don't see, in the spirit, can't see this place going on for a whole lot of years. The way the prophecies are really at the door right now. So we have literally like maybe a year or two, maybe a few, according to the prophecies. We don't know the time, but based off of the prophecies, you can see how close it is, for the Messiah to return at the appointed time of the Most High Yahweh. So Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So machines won't rule forever, but the Israelites are going to rule forever. The saints are the Israelites, so-called Black Latinos, Native American Indians. So I just want to go into something real quick, a little bit under the weather, but hopefully this video was edifying. Until next video, I say, Shalom.